We are live now.
Hello.
Greetings, fuckers.
Welcome to the Drunk Dungeon Master. Today we're going to be discussing my bourbon and D&D don't mix.
I thought it was a
Oh,
seltzer
boy.
you had.
Yes, I've got a pineapple seltzer. And I have bourbon.
Wait, you have that and bourbon?
No, I don't have bourbon. I suppose I could get Jack Daniels from the kitchen, but I'm not going to do that because I
Oh
don't
my
like
God,
the taste of that.
Also, guys, Roll20 has added a dark mode finally.
It didn't. It messed up my entire thing because it physically will not load on Safari anymore.
Oof, I'm sorry to
Rip
hear that.
Blizzard.
I had to download Chrome.
Rip.
Ah, the war.
Also, by the way, hun, I'm not sure if you saw my message earlier, but apparently the present I got you just like today got finished processing.
So it's shipping.
Yes. That would explain
Okay,
why it
that's
took so
alright
long.
then. I mean, maybe they got backed up on orders, or it could be handmade, which would make a total amount of sense. You are completely chill.
Oh no, that thing is 100% handmade.
I
And
need to get
considering
myself a pair of earbuds, though.
And considering that this is, you know, we literally ordered that around the time, because our anniversary is literally a few days away from Valentine's Day, so.
Think of it as I need to buy that thing for you and then pay Derpy back for gas. Two things I need to do. Three things. Mission, and then looking into Durgan plushie.
Yeah. Excitement.
Durgan.
Durgan.
In case anyone has, like, ever wondered why I use anime characters as profile pictures, it's obvious that I'm a bearded dragon IRL. I simply skitter to the cross the keys. So, do you guys want to actually have a rest day and just hang out, or what do y'all want to do? Because we had some pretty wacky stuff happen last time.
Rest
I know you guys
day.
were gonna meet and discuss.
Yes. Is there any chance that we could, like, go over, like, this discussion and then we decide if it's a rest day or not? Or do you want to know right now?
Sure, honestly.
Alright.
We're
So-
picking up from where... Okay, sorry.
Picking up from where you guys left off, yeah.
First things first, the thing that everyone would notice. Percy has bursted into everyone's rooms and asked what their favorite foods are. I have Al message you individually about this.
I should have said something funny. Should have been like, yeah, he likes grounded up cockroaches in a milk slurry.
Oh dear. That's
Just a mess.
horrifying.
Just a mess. No, I actually gave a better
Really?
answer.
Are we allowed to tell, or should we keep that secret?
I mean-
Well,
Oh,
then we're gonna
no,
get to
here,
know 'em
Doc,
soon
I'm
eventually.
going to message you what each person sent me. Do you, he would also do this for Rory, too. Rory's not getting left out. I don't know what Rory's favorite food is.
Themselves.
Oh my god. Also, as a note, Jonathan's favorite food is my dog's favorite food.
A milk bone?
No, she
What?
loves cheeseburgers.
My
To the point where we
was
joke that
a
all
good
human food is-
old-fashioned American cheeseburger.
Yeah, long story short, because I have, like, crippling anxiety when it comes to like, needles and stuff, anytime I have to go get a vaccine, like the vaccine for COVID, we ended up taking Kara with us. And in reward for her being such a good girl, we'd go to McDonald's and get her a cheeseburger.
Aw, that's cute.
Uh,
Apologies, I'm being asked questions when drunk that are of serious matters.
Oh no.
It's like, are you going with your grandmother to your therapist appointment tomorrow, or are you having your dad ride along with you because you only have a permit? Well, this is not a good time to be asking this question.
I thought you were gonna do your grandma.
I may drive tomorrow. I need practice.
Are you sure you can handle your dad?
He's 5 times more loopy than I am. I should be... Wait. Fucking... Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Apologies. I made a realization.
Yeah,
What?
about how that's not safe, especially how he is when you drive. If he's
Yeah.
loopy, I'd assume that'd make him much worse. And I'd prefer for him to not freak you out into, driving into a ditch.
Okay, I think I fixed my sound.
I have accomplished talking. Okay. So, continue. I'm just here to supervise for the most part.
But I sent you food things. Percy is going to the kitchen after asking everyone, and he has asked Rory too. Rory is not getting left out. He is going to make everyone their favorite food. Because we all fucking need it.
I
Oh,
don't
dude, I
believe
love
the favorite food of his has ever been stated, but I'm just going to be honest, and he just, like I said earlier, he'll point out a cookbook off the table and just say anything out of that.
So yeah, he'll just pick something out of that.
Apparently, it has handwritten notes in what you'd understand to be Gallifrey, and apparently this is something the Doctor uses quite frequently. So, apparently this is something that he's actively taken notes in on how to cook stuff.
Is this the kind I can read?
This is the kind you can read, yes.
Alright, good. I know you said there's many versions of the script.
Yeah,
So-
there's like 3 or 4 versions of it. You can read the shorthand version and the shorthand version and the old and like the ancient version. So you're able to read this just fine.
Sure. I want to learn the last
Apparently the one
version.
that Rory knew liked to cook.
But yes. So he's just going to basically make everyone their favorite foods. I'm not making you sauteed raccoon assholes on a stick.
What?
Jonathan.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I had to retell a joke I heard from a comedian.
That makes sense.
I'm just, you would hear some very loud music. Not like music you would expect to be hearing coming from Jin's room. And let me see if I can find it.
Is it music that's going to get us copyright?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It's
Good, so
heavy
I won't play it.
metal- It's heavy metal music.
It's,
Damn it, now I want to listen to it.
it's not heavy metal, I'm sorry.
Apologies, I figured out why I've got a headache. I need to take my meds. I have to wait to take my meds. Alright. Minor ramblings of the DM aside, continue. I like how that happens and everyone goes silent.
I was trying to find a music track. I sent it to Hitch, he could see it at least.
Fair enough.
Yes, I'm making everyone food.
Alright, roll for food. Is anyone helping with food? I assume Percy's kicked everyone out of the kitchen.
Yes, you would be correct in this assumption.
I can help.
No, you
Nope.
cannot. I am distracting you.
Thank you,
No,
Jen.
you're not.
I am coming into your room and I'm pounding on the door and I'm saying, "Come listen to music with me right now, and bring your machine kid."
Machine kid. You make them listen to this music.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Antonio,
I
yes,
guess
UVB.
I guess Jonathan
Huh?
is being distracted.
That lizards use.
He is
For
taking
sunlight.
like the biggest nap right now.
Yes.
He needs it so badly.
31.
Damn! Okay.
I rolled a 16.
So, food is amazing. You've kind of outdone yourself.
It's Percy, what do you expect?
Exactly.
This is from Squid Game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool, Splatoon music.
You have no idea how bad this show gets unless you've seen it. Because
I'm
If
making
you
a
don't
joke.
get the joke, you are uncultured.
I never played Squid Games before. I don't know nothing about the painting stuff with the water guns.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, but is it worth 45.6 billion won?
I'm sorry,
50
what now?
won? Okay. never-
It's a joke about the show.
Oh no, man. I
Um.
don't want to be a squid. I just want to be an octoling.
Me too. And I don't even have a Switch, so I can't.
You're not allowed. Banned.
No.
Alright, so we pretty much you pretty much aced the cooking. Me and Jin were
That
in his
wasn't
room
even as
listening to
high as I
music.
could go, man.
That's not as you could have rolled higher than that.
I rolled a 16.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It wasn't a
the
nat
hell?
20.
I have a plus 15 to cook.
Jesus Christ! I didn't know we had Chef Boyardee or Chef Ramsay with us.
I mean, I kind of did.
I didn't know they were that advanced in cooking. Come on. I
He's
thought I
from
was actually
the
helping.
80s.
I thought I was actually helping when
Yeah,
I got in
actually-
the thing.
You actually are, because the more people participate in the cooking, the higher the bonus goes.
So Percy was clutching every roll for us every time we cooked, and we just gave it like a +2 to the modifier or something.
Kinda, yeah.
Fair enough.
Still good shit, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. To be
So,
fair, Percy is good at cooking because Cameron burns water.
Yes.
What's
He
what's
had to
going
learn.
on with the does the TARDIS have a smell about it right now?
Oh yes, it smells amazing.
So many smells. If you want me to read off what everyone asked for,
Oh sure.
Sure.
John,
Antonio asked for ramen, Jonathan asked for a cheeseburger, and Jin asked for ratatouille.
I see.
And I will say the thing you found to cook for Rory is there is a sticky note in the book somewhere next to an omelet recipe that says Rory won't admit it, but he really likes this one, Amy.
Aww.
Bingo.
That was cute.
And then Percy
If
himself,
he's
he's
in a
just
mood,
gonna.
She knows what to ask to get cooked to cheer him up, okay?
Aw. And then Percy's just making himself a cheddar potato bake with bacon.
Hell yeah. That
Percy,
sounds
you gonna
good,
eat that?
bro.
He just puts a hand on his face and pushes him out of the kitchen. You can get it when I'm done cooking for everyone.
We all heard it first. I can get it later. Let's go. I'm gonna get that baked potato. I'm expecting you to stab me in the hand with a fork.
Don't tempt me.
Oh god.
Eh.
You know,
They
I
might
hate
do
to say
it.
it. We left
This
someone
Cersei
out.
we're talking about.
Who do we leave out?
Jonathan's daughter.
She.
So she doesn't eat.
Give her a pint of oil.
Fair.
A plate! Give her a cup of oil. Boom.
Okay, question. Can this android actually eat, or is it just something that they can't do?
Well, I mean,
It depends on how it was built. If you made it to run off of actual food, you could have done that, but it would take some modification.
Oh, dude.
and I'd
I
be,
mean,
and I would need to
I-
know this for me to cook for her. So,
That's
you
fair.
know,
Well,
would you
the
say
android
something?
is a basic automata, so it doesn't run off of like actual food. It plugs into the wall.
We'll just spray her with WD-40 and call it a day.
If you want to make it so she runs off of actual food, though, there is ways to do that. It's just you haven't discovered those yet.
You need a flux capacitor.
No, I think I'm good.
And if you give her a flux capacitor, you can make her run off of banana peels.
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
think that's how it works.
Recycling?
Back to the Future, anybody?
I know what you're talking about.
I think we get it, but I don't think that's gonna be how it works.
I don't get it.
The flux
Dang it, you
capacitor
are
is a
uncultured in
device
many
to-
things. I must show you Back to the Future at some point.
Y'all are gonna
How
enjoy
you
that.
known this for how long?
I'm registering
I know that.
it now.
You know I'm
You've never
uncultured.
seen that?
That's like saying you haven't seen Space Jam.
I have not.
I've seen the original Space Jam.
All I know is get up and slam.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I'm disappointed.
I'm not, like, you know...
Fandom, you literally had to trap me in your house to get me to watch Stranger Things. Do you think I'm gonna watch Space Jam?
Wait, it
don't
was
like
that
s-
hard to get you to watch Stranger Things?
I don't
yeah.
do well with live action movies.
Well, time to
Okay.
get the duct tape to get you to watch Supernatural.
Kinky.
Wait, what about Squid
I
Game?
think that Supernatural is an
I
entirely
have not
different
watched that
story.
one.
Man,
What is-
I watched it in 3 days, and
What?
Squid Game. I have it stuck
Oh.
on my mind because I literally just finished watching it, like, yesterday.
I was literally so bored that I'm just like, screw it, I'll see what the hype's about, and watched it like within 2 days.
Yeah! Yeah! That's Squid Game! It's
I
insane!
was bored.
I was sick! I wouldn't have watched it if I didn't get sick.
There was nothing else, and I'm just like, screw it. Boom.
And then you realize...
Actually, no, I don't think I watched it in 2 days. I think I literally started it really early and ended it that night. Help.
I was like... I stopped at the last final 2 episodes, because, you know, once you're there, and you're like, okay, there's nothing more after this, I want to enjoy it, so I paced myself and watched the 2 episodes on 2 different days, and I was just like, went straight to Google, Season 2, when? When?
Good lord.
Anyway,
Eee.
everyone would get food eventually. It is amazing quality food.
Percy would then call out, dinner! Common room, come on, let's go. Or we'll... console room. Whatever.
I was gonna roll in with Jonathan whenever he was back.
You would find on the whiteboard in the console room words written on the wall, like written on it that says there is a dining area.
back.
You know.
Fine,
came
fine. Picky. We're going to the dining area.
Dining area.
Which means back to the common room.
That sounds important.
So you guys turn around to like leave, and then you see written on the whiteboard, just now by the door, which it was across from you guys. So as you turned your back, it moved. It just says machinery and food don't mix.
You know, fair enough. Come on.
So
on,
we're
guys.
gonna see Jen.
Mom
pushing-
is basically telling you to go eat at the table.
Jin is pushing Jonathan towards the living area with the food set up, and he's saying, "Whatever we eat, no matter what, pretend like you like it."
Jonathan just looks at Jin. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But
While
I
Elijah is
guess
just sitting there holding a AA battery and staring at it intensely.
who is Elijah? I forgot who that
The
was.
doctor
again.
Vampire doctor.
The
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Carlisle done right.
Thank you.
You're gonna see,
I'm gonna go to Elijah and just be like, hey man, that looks like something I'd feed to Chloe.
He just looks at us just like, don't be insensitive, man.
I mean, preferably I'd be draining Jin's phone battery. That tastes a fair bit better.
Then, like, tucks his phone in his pocket and walks away. He's like, I didn't hear that. Like, if you were a vampire, that's fine. An energy vampire, I'm gonna go get my electric cross.
It's just
Sadly, that only works on lesser vampires. Though I do suppose blood is viable consumption as well.
I got plenty of that. You can have that, but this battery life won't last forever.
I wouldn't.
You have? Don't you have a charger?
He's like, yeah, I do. Yes. What of it? What about my charger that I use specifically to power my phone when it dies?
And nothing else.
Jin's like waiting for him to just stare at him. Like, Jin is obviously aware that the vampire's like, bro, you can just charge your phone, let me hold it. And Jin's like, ask me for it. Use your words here. You want me to charge my phone with my charger, right?
And you can always just recharge it. I don't see what the problem is.
Should
I'm
unlock
just
his
gonna go
phone.
back to the just holds up the AA battery and just resume staring.
Jin unlocks his phone and then tosses it at Elijah. And he's like, don't say anything about this. I never gave you that phone.
So he holds it for a few seconds. You watch the phone screen go dim and he just tosses it back.
And he's like,
It's dead.
Jin just casually throws it back into his room and sighs and goes to eat.
No phone at the table.
No phone at the table inside his bed. That's right.
Antonio would eventually get up. He is just not having
so
it, though.
Jin went and took his
He's
phone to
coming
his
out,
bedroom.
hair all a mess.
No. I'm at the table. I said I left my phone in the bedroom.
Okay, I got it.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here thinking of that one Pymations video where Elijah's just Balloon Boy just batteries.
Right.
Basically, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Antonio would come out eventually. He just hair all a mess, very tired looking still. He's very done with everything.
He'd
Oh.
smell ramen.
He would. He just,
Very
like,
good quality ramen.
Yeah.
Not like the cheap packet stuff. It's like more like the stuff that you'd actually get at like a Japanese restaurant.
Those are the kinds of things that he just eats very normally, the packets, all the time, because they're so quick and easy. So, like, actually seeing, like, a legit bowl of ramen there, he'd be just, like, stare at it for a minute and then just right to it. He needs this.
I've
Furries.
noticed.
Casually consuming omelet. Meanwhile, Doctor Guy is switched over to Vampire Guy has switched over to just drinking out of something, and you're not sure what it is, and you're honestly too afraid to ask at this point.
A funny juice box.
Indeed, a funny juice box.
You see Jin eating his ratatouille one piece at a time while staring at the juice box.
Good
He sends a
God.
missive to Elijah and says, "Where's mine?"
You just see Jonathan
I'll actually
chowing down on
hand
his
one over.
cheeseburger. Jonathan just over here chowing down his cheeseburger. He don't care what's going on.
Percy just looks over. Everyone having fun? Or everyone like?
NPC
No, it just-
nod.
Jonathan holds up a thumbs up and just nods.
It's good. It's good.
Jin is still slowly picking apart the ratatouille, and after every bite, you can just hear an audible, every single bite.
He has been given one of the
Gets it.
strange juice boxes if he wants to dare it.
Jin's gonna
Is
look
it a
at the
blood
juice box.
box?
Jin just starts. He squeezes the juice box, puts it in his mouth, and puts all the pressure he can on it to make it all go down his throat as fast as possible.
So the first thing you
God.
realize is it has an electric charge.
Oh no. Oh,
Next thing
no.
you realize, to quote Tom Scott, yeah, that's blood.
Jin starts to eat more ratatouille with his face covered in electric blood.
Percy just chuckles. Dude, you literally asked for a juice box from the vampire. What did you expect?
I.
No offense, Elijah.
Didn't-
But
didn't
that was
expect
funny
this
as
many-
hell.
I don't expect this much electrolytes.
What now?
You having fun there, man?
His hair is standing up on his head.
I can sim energy. What did you expect? He just resumes sipping. I'll be right back.
Jin's like, can I shoot lightning out of my fingertips now?
Doc left for a moment.
Oh man.
It depends upon how good you are at elemental psionics.
Jin's like,
Percy's just
Huh?
like, that's a thing?
Technically, you can heal with psionics too.
I remember Aurora saying something about that.
you just see Jin go quiet and start stroking his chin, and he's like thinking about this statement heavily. You mean it's possible to use the Force lightning?
The what now?
If you try hard enough.
Jin goes to reach for his phone so he can show, but he's like dejected when he realizes he put it in his bedroom. It's like basically an old man who looks like I can't say what he looks like, shoots lasers from his fingertips. And he says things like join the dark side. We have cookies, that's one of his phrases.
Weird.
Very weird, very strange.
I mean,
Do we
it doesn't
have-
work like that necessarily. You need to have energy in your body to do it yourself. 6, 7. Sorry.
You're all good.
Oh, good. My uncle should be arriving here shortly, and that's good.
Meatballs.
I'm hungry.
Me too, I wish I had some ratatouille.
Bruh, I'm nowhere as good a cook as I am with Percy. Percy, I specifically put a 15 into his thing because, as I said, Percy's brother burns water. Brilliant, smart man. Got into a unit for a reason. Can't cook to save his fucking life. Actually, I wonder how he's doing now that Percy's, on the TARDIS.
I got a cell phone you can use.
Percy, aren't you from 1980? I don't think that would work.
Out of character, what?
I said, Percy, aren't you from, Percy's from 1980. I don't think that would work.
Yeah, my brother doesn't have a cell phone.
Oh, easy solution. Let's get him one.
Would it even be... Oh. I mean, I was hoping to get one myself as well, but would that even be okay to bring something like that to back then?
Isn't he doing shenanigans like us, or is he somewhere you know where he's at?
Well, he's. Do you know what unit is?
Unit? Like military?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You would
He's.
have an idea that it's a task. Jin wouldn't have an idea what it is, other than that's like some British UN task force that gets popped up in the news from time to time.
Oh, you mean like the bobbies, which is what they call police in England. Bobbies.
I mean,
Not
that's more like
exactly.
a police force that the UN uses, but you're not sure what they do, other than intelligence stuff.
What is he, like a spy?
Out of character, what's the, He just shakes his head. No, he's a. He's a soldier, though from what I understand, after I left, he did actually get bumped up to one of the second-in-commands. I'm not proud of him.
So he's still deployed? He's active?
I mean, yeah. Which I'm surprised about considering his arm, but I mean, he always has been and stubborn, so. I was actually
know-
hoping to follow in his footsteps, but
Jin, he puts his fork and knife on the empty plate in front of him. And he leans back. He's like, "Hey, TARDIS, can we go find Percy's brother?"
no, 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 no. No. Not
Jin,
until I figure out how to help him.
What do you mean, help him? What's wrong?
You saw his arm.
Uh,
You know what that was, right?
yeah.
Out of character, do you know what that thing was?
Yeah,
He
it's part
does.
of Cyberman.
He-
So what? We can't just rip off above table. We can't just rip his arm off?
Percy would. Can I respond to that in character? In out character,
Sure.
do I know, like. Do I know about the whole chip in the brain thing? Would that have been explained?
Roll me a d20 to see if he's actually told you that.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you'd know.
He just sighs. No, that's actually not possible. The thing that kind of makes cyber so scary is that it's not just, you know, the outside that gets like that. They put a chip in your brain that basically rewires the way you think.
And he has one.
Yes, because it's an older model, it doesn't really affect him too much.
So,
But
Jin,
we can't just, well, technically we could remove the arm, but the chip would still be a problem.
this is where Jin leans forward and he says, "We've got an electromagnetic vampire dude who's talking about electric psionics. You don't think he could mind shock the older version of the ship and disable it?"
Mm,
I don't really know what a cyber is. You'd have to get me close to inspect one. I'll get me one's corpse, really.
Jin's like, "Hey guys, hold up." Jin wants to run to his room and grab a wooden box real quick.
Alright.
out character. Oh no, I know what you're grabbing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the vampire wants to see, he's gonna see. Jin comes back, and he's carrying a box that is jittering and moving, having been disturbed, and holds it in front of both Percy and Elijah.
Percy immediately backs up. Nope.
Jin's like, "Before we open this box, I think we should leave wherever we're at here. I don't think we should open this box on the TARDIS. Because what you want to see is inside of this box."
It wouldn't. And Rory will pipe me up. Yeah, that wouldn't be smart. If that's judging by the size that that's what I think it is, we've had those possess even the Doctor. I don't want to see what happens when they possess the TARDIS.
Yeah, let's not.
And then Jin puts this on the table and says, "When we leave, we'll check it out. But this is secured, it cannot be opened."
fair. You
Above
should-
table, real quick. So this is what I was thinking. It's like we could do an easy rest day, or follow some kind of obvious threads I see that could be tied quickly together. Where like we might go visit like Percy's brother and actually try to help him out, which would give Percy some peace of mind after just trying to cheer everybody else on the TARDIS up today.
Okay, out of character, I will say, I do actually know how that arc is supposed to go, technically, because of stuff that Doc and I have done.
Oh,
This is up to Doc, but I thought that was supposed to be like a later in the campaign thing.
okay.
Is that right, Doc?
You guys are like level 10. If you want to pursue that plot now, you guys can go for it.
Oh.
I was planning on it being later, but hey, if you guys want to do it now, fucking go for it. I don't care.
There's also like we've got other people too that we can follow if you want to do a different route. I don't care. I was just trying to think of something fun to do.
That's
You
fair.
guys could talk about Antonio stuff and work on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, my solution would just be locking Antonio in a dark basement so he doesn't void out everybody ever again. But that's harsh and unfair because it's not even Antonio's fault.
Is this all
Meanwhile-
out of character stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
In character, though, K9 is going to pipe up and go. If we are going to go see Master Percy, or Master Cameron Master Percy, should I phone Miss Sarah Jane?
I mean, you could, but I don't know if we're gonna do that. I mean, we still have to. Antonio, how you feeling after that? All that.
Antonio is not paying attention. He has, like, himself kind of partially buried in just eating the ramen. There might be a few tears.
Oh no.
He is having the best ramen of his life.
He just looks over and she's like, "Are you okay, man?"
I've never had ramen that tastes this good in my life.
He just looks over. It's just like, do you want me to teach you how to cook it?
You
Out character, can you repeat that? You went so high pitched that Discord didn't pick it up.
could do that.
He just chuckles. Alright, I'll teach you how to make it, alright, man?
He has like this stupid anime sparkle in his eyes.
Oh my goodness, it's an episode of fucking Food Wars.
No, it's not.
What, they cry over food in that show, too.
Yeah.
Though to
But
be
it's also
fair, they also
food,
orgasm
you know
over the
what
food there,
happens.
so.
Elijah is going to pipe up and go. Regardless of either investigative route, you're still going to have to go and look into the fragility of the mine. Again, Percy, you know who I recommend you guys go
No.
and talk to.
Who do you want us to go talk to?
No.
I want them to go talk to like
No.
The who?
No.
Look, he's the only one old enough to know about this side of thing besides me, and I can't really talk about it. I could, but frankly, I don't know the details as well as I'd like to think I do.
Look, I'm just not ready to. I'm not ready for that. And he just kind of. He just kind of says, like, just kind of hisses something at him. If anyone else wants to, like, roll to see what he says.
Oh hell yeah! Let me roll. I love rolling.
Perception.
Rolling.
Oh, that's not a good roll.
Bam.
That's a flat 20 for me? I rolled a 3.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
So Jin hears this. Jonathan does not.
You're deaf.
Thanks, buddy.
Is Antonio paying attention?
No.
Alright.
He's food gasming.
He really is.
Just like me over these fucking like stir-fried peas.
He's having a good food cry.
Oh. I think
He's
someone
just-
really needed that, huh?
He really did, because, like, first of all, he just hasn't had a good, like, tasty ramen in a good bit. Like, this is my own personal experience. If you make ramen from those packages exactly right, it is the best thing. But, like, this is double that right now for him. Comfort food. Easy comfort food. That's what it is for him.
Yee.
To be fair, the package ramen, it just depends on what brand you get. Like Sapo, for example, is really good.
I got Maruchan.
Mm.
That's the only one that I can eat. Is Maruchan, like chicken in those packages, is the only thing I can eat.
Fair.
I literally refuse. My dad's gotten me like cup ramen before from the same company. No. There's
The cup
things in
ramen's
there. I don't
disgusting.
want those. I just want noodle and broth.
But no, he would just hear him hiss to Elijah. Look, I'm not ready for them to know about that yet, okay? Give me time.
Nut.
Well, I was just gonna say out loud. Okay, I'll give you time.
Thank you.
But if Antonio opens the gate and binds the pieces before then on accident, whatever happens to me and him is your fault.
The piece that... What?
Uh-huh.
I'm so confused.
And when he says this, by the way, not only does his tone of voice change, but his eye color changes as well, almost like he's repeating this. And he kind of blinks for a bit and just shakes his head. And Antonio, the eye, when he does this, like, looks directly at him, wherever, and you can sense this. The point where it has a very stern desire to accomplish whatever he has just said. Like, do that. And it is like directing that motive onto you.
Fuck no. Ramen. Fuck you.
Understandable.
He
Good
literally,
reaction.
Like, has like this shiver down his spine and then just kind of like shakes it off, just like not gonna. Nope, I'm not doing this.
Ramen.
I'm not thinking about it.
Ramen is more powerful than the void.
It sure is. Comfort food overpowers the void.
What?
Just dump ramen broth on it and he'll be happy.
And with that, Elijah's just gonna get up and leave the room.
Percy sighs and he just kinda droops. Jeez, I thought the second time coming out of the closet on something would be easier. He just shakes his head. And I'm sorry, I have to make jokes.
Wubba dub dub.
That's. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So, anyone else have any ideas of what to do?
We could go throw a rock at that little girl in the mirror.
No.
Okay.
I will say that was in character from Rory, so.
Hold on, what did Rory say? I didn't hear it.
Anyone else have any ideas of what to do?
Can I ask for clarity?
I mean, just sitting here not really doing anything after having seen someone that I've only heard tales about run from it.
Well,
We're not
You-
talking about the girl in the mirror, are we?
No.
That I don't know about.
And Percy just gives an audible shiver. Let's not deal with that, please. I don't want to die.
It's not that bad.
You don't know that. He looks genuinely scared at that.
I'd recommend not letting anything in here out, but that's fair. Personal experience playing with the doctors
Realistically,
things
I
is
don't
never
think-
a good idea.
Realistically, I don't think either Jin or me would want to deal with that right now.
No, but you know what we could go deal with? We can go catch dragons. Dragon hunting?
It's like I was just thinking
We're
the
not-
same thing.
I don't think we can do that.
Why?
Because I don't think we could take them out of the painting.
We wouldn't be taking them out of the painting, we'd be going into it. We would go hunt the dragons in the painting.
So you guys completed that quest.
Wow.
Oh, is it something we
I
can
thought we
do
had more
right now?
there. I had thought we had more there.
I shortened it down because it was taking too long.
Ah, that's fair.
Apologies for retcons.
What if we all focus on advancing our classes then?
Our what now?
Our classes,
Actually-
our talents, the
Actually,
things we're
that
skilled at.
doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually.
Like, what if we spent the time to focus and learn our classes and gain some new advantage or insight to what our toolkit is? Like, what happens if... Alright, I wonder if there's a psionic ability that enables the buffing of items. So, think about, like, if Percy's gonna draw back their arrow and they need to shoot for a super long distance, like an unfeasibly ungodly amount of distance, then maybe a psionic ability could be applied to the shot to make it a true shot, meaning it will never fall. It will keep going until it hits something. Something like that.
Not psionically, but Jonathan could build something like that.
Dude, see? Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, what if we focused on building our classes or having some sort of class-based quest line for everybody?
Let's do it.
What is Antonio's class?
Huh?
Commoner.
Oh.
Oh, they haven't chosen
if
a
you
class
guys
yet?
keep asking this, he hasn't gotten there yet. He hasn't felt the need to do anything with that yet.
Merp.
Or, we can do a companion quest line,
Fair.
which would be kind of fun to me. Like, there's all kinds of companions that we've needed to spend time with and learn from, but, we haven't had, like, a specific opportunity to go and explore them solely.
Mm-hmm.
K9 will once again say, I can call Miss Sarah Jane.
What's Sarah Jane? Okay, Sarah Jane would know how many people?
Miss Sarah Jane is with Mr. Hold on. What the fucking... Let me look up... With General... Miss Sarah Jane is with the General. With the General.
With the
He
Brigadier.
should-
Wait, with the guy who tried to race us to the thing?
No. No. Brigadier General. Head
Oh.
of
Master
unit.
Percy's boss. Sir Lethbridge Stewart, otherwise known as the codename Greyhound 1.
Well, he's not my
Not a-
boss.
I'm not
Yet.
opposed to doing that, but if it ties to Percy's questline, I don't want to, like, make Percy's questline trigger if we're doing this.
Yeah,
Let me put this out of character. I would be happy to do this stuff. I am just one of those people that has a hard time accepting when their own shit is happening. So, I don't like pulling attention from others.
If you guys want to do this, then you guys can.
I
Like,
leave
I'm
that
open to-
completely up to you guys.
I'm like open to follow whatever. I just want to follow somebody's line. Like we already did. We already had a session like a month ago where Jin did the death thing and we exercised demons and stuff. I would call that as like him doing a sort of episode. So somebody else should take a cool
But have we not? Who have we not done yet?
you. We haven't done you and we haven't done Antonio and we haven't done Percy. You've gotten a robot, but that's all you've gotten.
Antonio still needs a class. Well, oh, wait. Are they
Antonio
interested in a class?
I will warn you guys, has some connections with Percy's stuff because the only person right now who can talk to you guys about it is related to Percy.
Okay, then this is what I'm thinking. If Percy and Antonio's character stories are going to be tied in some way, then let's see what Jonathan can do. What's up with Jonathan? Can we do anything with him?
Jonathan has not
What?
given me a backstory enough for me to do anything with. So I've just been assumed that if I do tech stuff
That
throughout
is-
the story, then
That
it'll be
is
fine.
true. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
But Percy and Antonio have complicated backstories, and I have stuff for Jin. I've just had nothing for Jonathan. So I am sorry about that.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't really.
You're
done
okay, hun.
anything with Jonathan's story.
So
It's
then,
kind of hard for me.
yeah, I don't blame you either, dude. Like, this was your first D&D campaign ever, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and here's the thing. I was planning on connecting you up with Percy's like shenanigans as well, because robotics will be a big part of that.
Well, if today's sessions are called Sarah Jane, or I don't know, if there's more Jin stuff we can do that too. But
With
If
Jin
it-
stuff, basically, I'll say this: if you want to further quest lines for NPCs, you have a couple options. You can go to New Earth and potentially do stuff with like Lark and Jack, which will lead into Torchwood stuff.
okay,
I mean, I have been wanting to get a phone.
that is the thing that was mentioned. Okay, let's
Yeah.
keep that on the board. I want to hear the other options.
The other option is to go and take Elijah's suggestion and find like Heian, which would start Percy's stuff, and would help with start Antonio's, or rather, it would start Antonio's quest. Because there is something, and Jin, you would find this obvious. There is something that Elijah is either hiding or cannot talk about physically in this situation. He's not telling you something; it's very obvious. No one needs a sense motive to know that. There's something that these people know that he knows, but he can't say it himself for some reason.
Was there a third option?
The third option would be to go and pursue companion quests, which would require either calling Clara or calling Sarah Jane. So calling Jin's phone number, calling Sarah Jane's phone number, and then asking about the locations of the various companions if they've managed to track those down, which is also something Jack is working on.
So, who out of those, what do y'all sound like y'all want to do? I like New Earth.
Same. I
I
like the
guess,
idea of
yeah.
New Earth.
We could get everybody cybered up a little bit.
Oh my god, no.
Alright. So you guys would like to plot course for Rest Area New Earth?
Oh yeah,
Hey.
sound good.
We'll do it.
Dude,
Alright.
Jonathan, we can probably modify your daughter while we're here, bro. I can't wait.
I cannot believe we're calling her my daughter.
I
Like,
know.
I mean, she could be my daughter if you want.
What?
What the hell? What the fuck?
Oh dear
No.
lord.
With all the comments that you've made, no.
So, you guys would get coordinates and stuff set up for New Earth, basically following like Lurk's instructions.
Yee.
One thing you guys do discover on the console, you can save coordinates or people can input coordinates. Though I will let you guys know, since you are looking at the input coordinates, there is also a input coordinate for Phantom's location, but it seems to be locked. It seems
Percy
like
just
only
takes a
Percy-
deep breath and just thankful sigh.
Apparently, what is listed is Percy would know the password. Now, personally, you've never been told this password, so you're gonna have to guess above table. Or in character, at some point, if you want to use that.
Oh my god. Are we gonna go? Oh, we.
So,
That's an
yeah, you
option.
have multiple NPCs you can go bug.
Let's do this New Earth thing and see if we have time to bug somebody else while we're at New Earth, or if we can summon them to New Earth with us.
I will note that if you summon Phantom to New Earth, that will start a scenario.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
And I will say this, last time with him being summoned, I went easy. Next time, it will be a CR20.
Dude, didn't he kill me the last time he appeared in New Earth?
Yes, he did!
Son of a bitch. And he went easy, huh?
Oh no, the
God damn
easy
it.
was the. If I'm correct, Doc, the thing in Egypt was the easy thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the thing in Egypt was the easy thing. He triggered that.
He
Wow,
literally
okay.
fucking triggered
He
himself.
triggered the start of he started a quest line with one of his previous selves. So he started his own quest. You basically started his quest line, is what he did. The next time you guys will have to deal with a more difficult situation, and as you recall, that was the most difficult situation you've dealt with this far.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the easy one.
bonafide scary.
Yeah.
I really went into that. I kind of was like, damn, that's a whole different vibe ever. Nice.
Yeah. So you guys would manage to punch in the coordinates from New Earth, and where you guys would go is hold on. It's actually a bit of a different area than what you guys have actually seen before. Now, who here played Warframe?
I played
Your what?
Warframe is a video game. Alright, who here has been to the Fortuna colony?
No fucking way. Okay, so we're basically on a space, like a giant space station.
Fortuna's not in a giant space station, but you guys enter an area on New Earth that looks very similar to that. And the TARDIS kind of parks in an area. The people around here are a lot different than what you guys were seeing last time, where last time it was like poor drifters. Now you're seeing people with weapons and like basically you're outside of a weapons check area that's labeled weapons check area that says above it in neon letters, all bounty hunters are required for weapons check. Though people do not have their weapons taken from them when they walk in. It just seems like the weapons are checked for, like they turn in their ammo, not the weapons themselves. And then they walk in. You guys seem to have been, like, put in a parking area.
Huh.
Hmm.
So I can take my bow then.
Yes, you can take your bow here. You will need to
Yes.
check your ammunition, though.
It's blunted arrows. I don't think it's gonna be hurting me that
Basically,
much.
what this means is anything that would classify as a weapon that the characters are carrying, such as bombs or anything, basically needs checked at the desk before you're allowed to go with it. This does include arrows and any ammunition types, so... Now,
Even
granted,
my t-shirt cannon?
even
Yep.
the t-shirt cannon needs
Yep,
checked.
dude. That's a deadly weapon.
Though, looking at what other people are bringing in, you can see why. Is there's one guy that has something on his back that looks like a howitzer, except it's a lot smaller, and it's being carried by this 8-foot tall stone-skinned, almost lizard-like alien, who just towers over everything else. Like, think like the one Mass Effect race that look almost like a fucking turtle. I don't know their name.
This guy's carrying around a giant cannon?
Yeah, it's a cannon that's about like 3 foot long and looks like it actually does some serious damage, given the fact that the rounds are the size of a soda can.
Ow!
Wow, okay.
And he checks in an entire belt of them that he had around his waist. You see some people go up and have to, like, literally remove ammunition from places that you don't even want to know, such as boots, pants, anything. As well as the fact that a lot of people check more than one weapons, even pulling some out of boots in areas that in like hidden pockets in their clothing and crap.
Percy just looks at that, it's just like, I should get hidden pockets, that'd be cool.
You feel the recorder hum in your pocket.
Is that guy with the howitzer still within range to talk to?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, go
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
him.
Jonathan looks at her, he's like, where'd you get the giant t-shirt cannon?
Oh my god.
This is a laser cannon there, buddy. Why, you looking to hire?
What's your
No,
price?
I'm just admiring the scenery.
Fair enough. Word of advice. Newcomers around here are, usually welcome, but, expect to get your pocket picked a couple of times.
No. Hey, that's a good
Welcome
one.
to the Bounty District. This is where the seedy fuckers hang out.
The city fuckers.
The seedy.
Oh, seedy fuckers.
Doc, have you seen Arcane?
No, I haven't. I've seen
Okay.
bits and pieces of it.
My only request is that you look at the design for the city of Zon from Arcane. Just look at the way the city is, and I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna want to use that location in some TNT format in the future. When you're talking about seedy underground looking stuff, they nail it. Let me see if I can pull up an
Honestly,
image.
looking at it, yeah, this place's aesthetic is probably a combination of Zon and Fortuna. Like, Fortuna's like neon lighting and stuff like that, but Zon's overall aesthetic.
Oh, you saw the images of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of art of Zon, but yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I posted them both in Hooker text for reference.
Who crew text? Ooh.
Yeah.
I like the bisexual lighting one better.
Fortuna. Fortuna is really pretty. I fucking love Fortuna. It's also where you get the muscle lady frame, Hildren from. Shield Mama.
Hun,
I
did
like
you
Warframe.
really just say?
It's yeah. That's what people call her. Helicopter lady.
You just called her Shield Mama.
Well, yes, she uses shields. She's really fun. Like, it's a buff lady, and then they have a male twink. I like Warframe, okay? I like my Nezha too much.
Mm-hmm.
I like Fire Twink, okay?
You know, fair enough. I mean, I could probably try dressing up as Fire Twink for you sometime, but I need to see what this guy looks like.
Oh, Nezha? Hold on. I can post a picture of Nezha. I got a picture of my Nezha, actually, somewhere. Hold on.
Nezha is the most gender neutral Warframe.
Oh, fuck
I
yeah.
fucking love Nezha.
It's so like, you know, like it looks like, okay. The only word I can think of is its combat
Yeah.
style.
I don't have it set up like this anymore, but this is my Nezha. It's my old Nezha.
Well then,
Did
interesting.
you show it how it fights?
I'm going to be really honest with you. I haven't played Warframe in a very long time, and the last time I tried to get back into it was when Silverfields was doing a whole thing with that, and I just couldn't join in because I kept crashing and everything else.
Isn't your computer better now though?
It is better, but like Silverfields is off doing his own thing, and he doesn't
I have
really
a
play
ton of
Warframe
pictures.
anymore.
Well, if I get
Yeah.
Warframe,
They look like a
I'll do it
Vocaloid
too.
girl.
Oh my god.
That is a guy, but fair. Just whatever you do, don't call them a trap. You will get banned in the chat.
I wasn't going to.
Nezha is a trap is how you get banned from global chat in Warframe. It's kind of funny. Like, it's
my-
auto-filtered.
Damn.
But anyway. Yeah! Many people say that they are. They are not. The character is always designed to be male. They are just tiny. They're not the shortest Warframe, but they are tiny. Actually, I should find the Heelys for your Feelies gift that I have of Nezha. That's probably one of my favorite Nezha gifts I've got.
But anyhow, where were we?
So, bounty hunting district.
Bounty hunting district. Is there any place? Is there any? Can I roll to see if I can find like a bounty hunter sign-ups courses?
So, you don't see sign-up courses, but you do see various guild listings.
Okay. Can I get a couple of the names of these guild listings? You know, because Jen wants to investigate one of them, and he's gonna pick the one that sounds coolest.
So, the first one you got is... So, there's actually quite a few differing names in various languages. Lucky for you, the TARDIS does translate them. The top three seem to be the Solo Bounty Guild, the Solo Bounty Guild Vanguard, the Bounty Guild Shadow Hunters, and then there's another one called the Mark. That's also seems to be pretty high ranking. But it seems like there's more solo guilds, as in solo contractors than groups.
Like for one person to run around and do things.
Yeah.
Okay.
The top ranked solo is Vanguard.
Jen's gonna walk right on up to Vanguard. He's gonna be like, "Hold on, guys. I'm gonna see where this one goes."
All right, so you would walk up.
Hey, Doc, can I DM you real quick?
Sure.
Alright.
What's everybody else doing? Antonio, you're in an area filled with aliens.
Yeah.
Everyone else, there are aliens here. This is the first time you've encountered aliens.
Oh
And
yeah.
like that don't look human.
Oh, you know what? Jonathan has a fear of aliens, so he's kind of just very unnerved. Looking at everyone, it's like, what are you? And what are you?
Percy just looks at him and is just like, "You alright, man?"
So,
No, I don't like this.
Why? What's wrong?
He goes up to Percy, whispers into his ear. It's like, they're all aliens. I don't like them.
I have to roll something.
yeah. How quiet are you being about this?
Okay,
Also, to
I'm
answer
gonna
your
have to. I'm
question,
gonna have to
Jin,
roll. That's literally a 10 and a 9. Neither of those are decisive.
Also,
Okay.
to answer your question, Jin, from what you understand of joining, a actual licensed hunter would have to take you under their wing and train you.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a
Now,
nat
I will
1.
get to your interaction with Vanguard in a little bit.
Cool, no worries.
So,
Can I just say I'm occupied and with them until I'm at the party explore for a bit, and then I'll rejoin?
Sure.
Okay.
So I actually need to go over that reaction.
So Percy will just look at him, just like appalled. Dude, what the fuck?
Who?
They're
What?
just-
At Jonathan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like,
Jonathan, by the way,
dude,
roll
they're-
stealth for that statement.
Roll stealth. Oh god.
Yeah.
actually, you know what? He rolled a nat 1. I think he's gonna slap him.
I'll just interject with
Did I
whatever
roll high?
Antonio's.
Did I roll high enough?
When you slap Jonathan, one of the people sitting at the table, you don't know what this is. Above table, this is a Silurian, so they look almost like humanoid lizards. Just looks over at what's going on and just says to his friend very audibly so that Jonathan and Percy could hear. Good thing that he did that. Otherwise, I would have.
Sorry about him. He's an idiot.
Just to interject real quick, because of the surrounding aliens, Antonio at this point has very much been through a lot more insane things, yes, because of everything that happened in Egypt.
Yeah.
But he's having a little sit down on the floor, staring at everyone around him at this point.
I'll be honest with you, that is not the kind of reaction I was expecting from having Jonathan's fear. I'm being completely punished for being scared of aliens.
They're people. That's
Basically,
let me put it this way. This is the
wording.
equivalent of saying you're afraid of black people.
Well,
In
that,
this
that
time.
is how it's gonna be taken in New Earth. Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So Percy just looks appalled and offended and just slaps you for it. She's like,
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck? They're literally just people.
Above table, I just have to say, up until he got on that ship, he's never seen an alien, and the time period he comes from, aliens were extremely racist, if you think about it. Little men in saucers that are gray flying around on strings. Like, that's all he has to know. That's all not Percy, that's all John knows, dude, is the stuff he's seen on the television, the tube televisions in black and white in Roswell. He doesn't, like,
Meanwhile, you know, Percy grew up with family in a military section that literally deals with aliens.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see how one guy who doesn't even know he's saying the wrong things, and one guy who's educated with the way you treat alien people, going like, "Dude, you just can't say that."
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Above table, please do not be angry. This is
I'm not
just-
angry.
I
I'm not
think it's
angry at
confusing
all.
for
I'm enjoying what's going on because
Okay.
It's just
I-
so many different walks of life that we have here. It's very amusing to see.
I just
it.
wanted to spotlight it and make sure that we were aware of the difference happening here and
So,
why
I'm
it's so
just-
weird.
Oh
I'm just
no,
gonna-
that's aware. It's just these people do not know that. So, because
We are
even
aware
among the
of it.
bounty hunters, time travelers are rare.
So, I think I wanted to say is that Jonathan looks extremely apologetic, but at the same time, he still is a little unnerved.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You might want to keep making perception checks for a little while there, Jonathan. Anyway,
Should I make one right now?
yeah, just casually.
Alright, I'm gonna make a perception check then.
Oh, you would not. Someone actually does bump into you, and they stick a note in your pocket that just says, "Relax." Relax if you get caught. Relax. Relax. It's the New Earth vibe. You guys don't see the person who does that. They disappear just as fast as they appear.
Oh,
Out of character, I think I may know who this is, but I'm not going to metagame.
I'm remembering things.
I bump into my pot. Wait, does Jonathan notice him?
Yeah, they
Or-
noticed you bump into him. You can roll perception to see if you see the guy as he walks off.
23. I don't know if that's high enough.
With a 23, he seems familiar.
Actually, can I roll?
Sure.
Alright, so that's a good roll, so... Let's see, calculator... That's a 35! 17 plus 18.
No, my other question is, does Jonathan see him put the note in his pocket?
Yeah, he does.
So Jonathan will reach into his pocket and look at it and read it.
Again. The note says, the note says, be careful how you word that. It's okay, like, be careful how you word things around to your friend.
Oh, I thought it said something like relax or something like that, you know?
Yeah, relax and be careful how you word that statement around to your friend. So, with Percy's roll, you could have sworn that was Cameron, but there's no fucking way.
He just does a double take and looks around.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over to Jin now.
Oh, goody.
So, Jin, you walk into this place, and when you are asked to be a vanguard, you're asked, a simple question, which is, one or two.
One.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Alright, I'll warn you, she's a bit of a prickly bitch.
Jen just leans back and smiles and says, "That's how I like 'em."
Oh.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh boy.
I'm doing it. Don't worry. I'm doing it. I'm going in.
Alright, let me go grab the picture for this person.
What's my charisma stat? It needs to be in check. I heard she.
Oh my god, where did the picture for them go? Please tell me I didn't lose it. Oh no. No, I didn't lose it. It just went into the wrong folder. There we are. So you walk in, and you see this individual sitting behind a desk. You're directed to a seat at the bar where you see this individual with a small, rabbit, robotic rabbit next to them. Who seems to be working on something. Just kind of sitting there with a drink.
He enters the room calmly, but is quiet until he's addressed.
I take it you're the one who was looking into apprenticeships?
I was curious. I understood that this was for one-man operations.
It is, yes.
I believe I have skills that are suited to this.
Well, I can tell you're psionically capable, at least. So that's something.
He raises an eyebrow, because he did not detect any kind of sense from this person.
Yeah, you can't sense this person. But they'll actually get up, reach out a hand. My name is Lark. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Lark?
Mm-hmm.
Lark, wait, why is this familiar? Did I meet this person? Do I know Lark? What's going on? Why are y'all laughing? What's going on?
Oh.
Met this person before? Yes! Roll me intelligence.
That's fair. I critically failed it, so...
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be funny when Percy comes
Wait,
across
hold
them.
on. Did I meet them the night I drank myself to death?
Maybe.
Yes, you did.
Then this is why it's a 1 in intelligence.
You've had a vague recollection of meeting someone before, but you're not sure you were drunk.
He squints really hard, and the only thing he could think to say is, "You smell familiar." Is that not a nat 1 roll? That does sound like a nat 1 roll.
I see. He looks kind of confused at that.
Jen's like trying to think about. Yeah, he's like,
I will let you get another roll if you pass a perception check to notice
let me
something
get-
person
let me
has
get a-
on them.
I'll do perception for that. Okay, what do you think of that, Doc? How's that number for you?
Alright, roll me another intelligence.
Alright, look, Mom always said you can't fix stupid, so, okay.
I'll give you that with a 12. So you're looking at this person as they kind of gesture for you to sit down. You're thinking, where do I know them from? But then you watch as the cat brooch on their shoulder winks and a ghostly figure appears behind them and then disappears a second later. You recognize this as one of the doctors, and then you vaguely remember seeing this individual when drunk and how a man had this brooch by the name of Lark, who was there with Jack.
like, you were at the beach party.
They looked very confused at that.
He's like, finishing his nose. He's like, you entered a drinking contest with myself, one other gentleman, and Percy.
Above table. Oh wait, no, Jonathan was not part of that. Never mind.
Yeah, you were drunk, bro. You passed out. You were like dead, knocked out, drunk before the drinking contest happened.
I see. Perhaps you should have asked for the second one then. I don't know you, and that has never happened to my recollection.
Jin's like, at this point, he's like, no, I'm talking to the right one because I'm here about this bounty hunter business, and it's very clear that you being here as like an instructor is striking me as kind of odd. Aren't you? He like goes to the motions out. He pulls out this yo-yo. He's like, aren't you like one of these dudes? He says very nonchalantly in a sort of offensive manner, but it's not what he intends.
So, I'm gonna have to roll for them.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is what I remember that this character has. No chill.
No, please go all in. I want the prickly
Oh,
one. That's why
no.
let's go.
So,
Oh, that's what you meant, 1 or 2.
I don't get it.
the next thing you hear is a gun cocked, and you're not sure how they got up that fast. But they have it at your head, and the first word out of their mouth is, "Get out." And if you tell anyone that, I will hunt you down myself. Out! Now!
Jin gets up, he's raising his hands, he's walking towards the door, and he's like, well, pull the trigger. Just go ahead and pull the trigger, because
Oh my god, dude. No. No, 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 no,
just
no,
do
no.
it, just do it, just do it, just do it. As he walks out of the door, he keeps saying, just do it. He's leaving the room now.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this one will actually, actually do that. And how many of those lines have you already used up?
See, you watch them raise the gun a bit and go to, but then they kind of shake a bit. And this is a familiar thing. You know that sometimes Lark will shake with stuff. And then the rabbit just goes over and just beep, 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 just repeatedly. And it distracts them long enough for you to get out.
Jin is now hurriedly rushing down. He looks at the person who let him inside the building and says, there's a crazy person up there in that room and they tried to kill me. Next time I'm coming back, it's going to be with an army of lawyers. And then he leaves.
What? Sorry, you'll have to repeat that in a bit.
Say what? One sec. Did Doc say be right back, pretty much?
Yeah, Doc has to go do something real quick.
No worries.
Fair enough.
Guys, I don't want to get murdered. What did I say that was wrong? I don't understand. I don't know these NPCs. Hello? What did
I
say
do,
to what?
dear lord. Holy fuck.
How am I doing this bad? How is mentioning that I know what he is a death sentence?
Hard to explain.
Man. That's so, man. On top of that, what are they doing hunting bounties? That's like the last place I would have expected to find Lark.
So the guy just looks at you and kind of laughs and goes, "Told you should ask for 2. He's a lot less prickly."
Prickly or homicidal? There's a difference here.
Hey, not in this district. Law don't apply down here. So good fucking luck with your lawyers.
I see action speaks way louder than words in these parts. Duly noted.
I will note, the thing that you got off of them wasn't homicidalness, it was fear. The second you pointed that out, it put, like... It... Roll
It was
me an insight.
Insight or sense? I don't have.
Sense motive.
Okay.
Sorry. Again, 5e brain mind. 5e
No,
mindset.
no.
Go, "Bleh."
A 31.
They were afraid of you when you pointed
Why?
that
They
out.
seem to know who I was. That was what's confusing to me. Is they knew I was
Not only
psionic.
did they not know who you were, but they were completely scared when you pointed that out.
He's like, Jin's now standing outside of the building, and he's looking up to the
This
window.
person does not know you. It
He's
is
looking,
the same person as that was at the beach party, but for whatever reason, they don't know you. And they just tried to kill you. Because
Jenna-
they were scared of you.
Jin has left the room. He is now outside of the building. He is standing in front of the Vanguard, and he's looking up to the second story of the building into the window to see if he can see them there.
They are there, but they're kind of looking around, but they are... They are there. It looks like they're trying to calm down, actually. Like, they look like they're pacing like they're legitimately terrified. Like,
Jin,
it looks like they're hurriedly trying to pack their shit up.
Jin lets out a Hail Mary and sends a missive their way that says, "Look, I don't know what you think is happening, but I assure you, I'm not after you. I don't know what your reaction was about. I'm just an associate of..." And he goes ahead and says, "The doctor."
You get back. I want nothing to do with that man or his crusade. Leave me alone. He can go and die for all I care over his precious earth. I just want to be left alone. When he shows up, people die. He killed my race. He killed my planet. Leave me alone. And don't ever bring that genocidal maniac's name back towards me again.
With that, the Jin has vanished from view of the window, and he is now after the party.
One thing to note that you'd know, Lark is a Time Lord.
Yeah, he is now bona fide in my character's mind. That guy is a Time Lord, and he's losing his fucking mind.
Yep. So, back with the party. How's everyone else doing?
Percy thought he saw Cameron. He's very confused and looking out now. Like, trying to figure out where the fuck this person went.
Wait, Doc, didn't you say Jonathan kinda thought he was familiar, but he doesn't really know?
Yeah. Because you guys have seen Cameron before. Oh, while Antonio is sitting there, someone sits down next to him.
He was
Hey,
just,
good
like,
looking.
slowly
Hey, good
looked
looking.
over.
What's cooking? It is Jack.
Oh.
What you doing down here?
There's aliens, and they're real.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Welcome
Wait,
to
they're
time
not-
travel.
They're not gonna be hated for saying the same thing, are they?
So, I'd keep your voice down saying something like that. You're liable to get smacked.
Listen,
Huh?
he
That's
Like
already-
Jonathan
Jonathan
was.
saying that. I meant to say that above table. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
already keeping his voice kind of a hushed whisper anyway, because, like, he's very nervous. Just because, like, his whole perception of these is... These are things that are on the screen. These are guys that we make movies about. all the time. And yeah, sure, they're good in some cases. Being faced with the fact that they exist and are real or in front of him right now is just a lot.
So for
He has
Jonathan
been
and for
quietly like looking over the crowd just to see if
Yo.
he could see a xenomorph anywhere and run.
So Jack will pop his head over the table that you guys are kind of sitting around and go, "How about we go inside and get a booth?"
Go and do what now?
This is a restaurant. We're sitting outside. How about we go get a booth so we can, talk?
I didn't know this was a restaurant.
Come on. He's going to drag everyone inside and corral Jin
Okay.
as well, who is, I assume, walking up by this point.
Wait, is he doing that to Percy too? Cause he's, looking.
Yeah, he's if like Percy doesn't come immediately, Percy's arm's getting grabbed and everyone's getting dragged inside.
Antonio would probably be.
Here's the
struck
thing,
by
I
the
want
back
to
of
say
his coat.
Percy may have ran off, cause now I'm genuinely curious about this.
You know what? Fair. Percy is gone.
Look, he put his brother in front of his face.
Jin waves at the guy who's bringing him into the group and just says, "Yeah, I met up with a sore loser and they put a gun to my head. How was y'all's day?" The sore loser.
You
Good,
finally,
just
and Jack
peachy,
just
you know?
smiles and goes, Lark told me the story of how you guys first met. Can't believe it finally happened. Been waiting to actually ask you about your opinion on that.
Wait, Jin's now looking at him confused. What do you mean? Like, I had a drink. He's like, we ran a drinking contest and that dude didn't win. That's how I
Yeah,
met.
but you guys had met before that, and today was the day you met. That's Lark's first face.
Oh, he's terrified. I guess I scared him by saying words that I didn't think were scary.
The Lark you just met is 100 years off of losing not only their battle compatriots, but their whole planet. Their entire universe came crashing down around them, and they basically shut themselves away and started killing people because it was the only thing they knew how to do. So, yeah. That's them before everything. Before Torchwood.
Why didn't you tell me not to mention things like... Jin doesn't even want to say it anymore. He's like, the D word.
Because if I would have told you, I would have altered the course of events, and I would have altered your own timeline. That's a big no.
He's like, alright, fine.
Out of
Not the
character, I'm
first time.
sorry, but D word can mean something completely different with him.
Yeah, like pretty huge duck.
Jin's motioning in to get to the restaurant. Now he's eager to eat food because he doesn't know if it's going to be the last time he eats food.
They're not gonna come back after you. They're probably just gonna run off.
Like, should I not find him? If I chase him, he's probably going to try and kill me if I go after him, right?
I'm not honestly sure. That'd be up to you.
I mean,
You
there's
could
no
always go
reason.
back and ask for the current face and see if that conversation goes better if you're still, interested in talking to them, but...
Jin's contemplating the number 2 now.
I probably should have explained that all Time Lords kind of work the same. Lark is just younger than the Doctor and the Master. They haven't had enough time to have multiple faces. They've only really had 2 so far, and they're on their second, so... They have like 10 more to go. They're young and grew up in the middle of a war, so I wouldn't exactly call them the picture of mental health. Picture of peak mental health.
That's fair. Did y'all find any cell phones?
Percy's Percy's not there. He ran off and didn't tell anyone other. He was just like, wait, Cameron? And he ran off.
Jack, where do you have? Where are the best cell phones here? Better yet, how does one quickly assemble new Earth money?
I mean, TARDIS should have given you guys credit sticks when you guys walked out. So.
Jin like reaches in his pockets and pulls out like a bunch of bars, and he's like, "I thought they were candy. I ate 2 of these."
Those are money.
I thought they tasted like copper.
Yeah.
Jin doesn't have any money.
I have some right here. He's looking at him and he doesn't know how much it is.
And he just goes, "Yeah, that's money."
Am I going to die?
That'd be a question for a medical professional. But probably.
Okay, well. Does your automata have a stomach pump yet?
What?
I mean, you could just go to one of the hospitals here.
Fair. When we're done here, I'm gonna go pay them a visit and see if they can call me not stupid. Be like, if you can get it out my gut, you can have it.
I wouldn't recommend it. Those are unlimited sticks, so technically speaking, whatever gets put on them is, he's gonna lower his tone. Those things are highly illegal. Use them
So,
once or twice in a couple stores, no one will bother with you, but, you know, don't go buying anything too incredibly extravagant. If the government knew you guys had something that could replicate those things, you'd be, losing the TARDIS.
oh wow, okay. So, Jin's not gonna go to the hospital because he'll probably confiscate it. But, I haven't.
Basically, by unlimited, it means that there's as much money as you guys need on there by the DM's thing. However, that classifies within reason. I mean, the hospital is... healthcare is free. You don't have to pay to go to the hospital.
Alright. Well, later we'll have him do that, because eating these sticks was the most stupid thing I think Jin's done in a long time.
I mean, you could just...
Why did Jin eat them again?
He thought it smelled good, and he thought it was candy.
Jack is just gonna sigh, like go look up and go, "Hey bartender, you got some of that new Russian vodka?" Ah, let me guess. Enough to fuck you up? Oh yeah.
Okay.
He'll come over, put a glass down that basically looks like it smells dangerous. The smell is almost enough to get you drunk. And Jack just looks at Jin and says, "Okay, drink up."
Jin's like, he looks over at Jonathan, and he's
Oh
like,
god.
You see this right here? You couldn't handle one of these, young man. And then Jin grabs it and slams it back.
Roll me a con save.
Cool. I hope this works.
Probably not.
This is like
No.
the most favorite part for the DM, watching us get drunk off our ass.
Constitution states I'm the best.
And 8 says otherwise.
The bartender just holds out a bucket almost in response as you just spew your guts and the
Credit
chip
shout.
into the bucket. And he just nods and goes, and Jack just nods to him and goes, "Thanks. It's no problem. If you bring any more weirdos in here, I'm going to have to start charging extra, though." And he just walks off.
He gives a thumbs up and says thank you very, very ruggedly as he's recovering from heaving.
You no longer have to. You have credit sticks in your system.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for the bailout.
So we all have these, and they're essentially almost unlimited.
Right, you could go buy stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, we could go shopping if we want here.
Yeah, within reason, of course. Basically, this is so you guys can get equipment and inventing materials and stuff. But keep in mind, I will say no if it's something that goes like too far beyond something.
Hey, Doc,
You?
is it possible to find merchandise of myself on New Earth?
Oh God, what the hell?
I mean, you can pay someone to manufacture it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I will note that you guys cannot use these to start anything that would give you guys monetary gain or buy property.
That's fine. Jin just wants to start a new trend in New Earth where he's gonna record a hologram of himself.
I
Twerking
think
to
as Jonathan, he would definitely want to buy stuff, like equipment.
You should go look
Sorry.
around. You should hit up the electronic shops or the like art shops, interesting bobbits and gadgets, and see what you can work out in there.
And definitely go. I can have you guys run around the district. It's got pretty much anything you'd find up top. Just most of it is reclaimed stuff. So
Jin's like, "Where's the red light district?"
Wouldn't we need to watch out for people trying to steal our money?
He did say that, but we're not. We don't carry wallets. We're carrying illegal credit chips, and we should watch out, which is why I've been on like guard since the start of it, preparing myself to have to roll sleight of hand or sense motive to read somebody trying to rob them. Like I've been ready for it.
so long as you're with someone who's well known, you're not gonna get too much flack. Just follow me around. Actually, Bulwark would have been another good one to follow around. I'm sorry that ended up happening. I can go see if I can get the other one to show up, since it's pretty obvious that there's gonna be no issue with that.
I mean, if it likes me more than this guy did, I don't.
Yeah, they will. Trust me, it's, there's 1,000 years of difference, and between the two of them, trust me.
Alright. Yeah, I got
Yes.
the one with war PTSD and crimes and like genocide PTSD.
Nah, you got the one that's basically paranoid that Gallifrey didn't actually fall, and that if anyone finds out they're a Time Lord, they're going to get experimented on or hauled back home.
Oh no.
Yeah. And as you guys would say that, a familiar figured walk up and go, "You didn't even have to ask me that one. I knew what day it was."
Yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? Jen says as he turns to look at the person.
So are
It is
we
Lark.
out traveling? Or which?
I assume it's phase 2, Lark. Why am I
It
asking?
is
I'm not
phase
there.
2, Lark. Yeah. I mean, in my own defense, you could have hauled me off and taken me into some kind of science experiment or something. I was actually thoroughly convinced you were with the secret police and gonna dissect me. I'm gonna be honest.
What? No, I don't even have a scalpel.
Yeah, word of advice. Most people, especially illegal, most countries, hell, even planets, or even intergalactic empires, one drop of Time Lord blood, they'd go to war for it.
Aren't you?
They'd destroy each other over a single cell.
Couldn't you tell I didn't have hostile intentions?
I had kind of closed myself off psionically because a lot of other people around here have psionic implants.
Jen's like strangely amused by this because he hasn't really been disturbed by anybody else in the streets. He hasn't picked up on anything too weird, just normal emotion from the crowds, but nothing that would strike him as psionic. Just people
Most
just hide it.
implants get shut off when people enter the district, but natural psionics are kind of, you can't really shut those off, so implants will pick
Gotcha.
up on it. Anyway, let's all get you guys actually worked out and figure out where the hell Percy went.
Anybody? I can't say. I can't make my joke. Damn it.
Seriously, did no one teach you to not to leash your dog?
No, I was gonna say. No, that's not even it. That's close. That's close. I was gonna say who has the dog whistle.
Out of character, you guys still don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to
Clark
stop.
can tell. Jack does. Jack knows.
Doesn't Jonathan at least have an idea? Cause he's heard them growl before.
Jonathan saw my fucking tail
Yeah,
and didn't say anything.
Jen's over here like it's just Percy. I don't, it's just Percy. He doesn't think
Alright.
anything of it.
let's go.
Let's go.
First up, old McCready's shop. You need some inventing supplies. I usually get him for TARDIS parts, so.
Alright.
Alright. This sounds like a very interesting place.
You guys be led into the shop, and it's run by a guy. All I can really say is Torbjorn from Overwatch.
It's this guy.
And like a combination of him and the goggles guy out of
Journey to Atlantis.
yeah, basically. He looks like a combination of Torbjorn and Mole.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
So Mole but with electronics, I guess. He says, and he looks over there and goes, "Ah, welcome. What can I get for you? I got whatsits, gadgets, and everything in between. Speaking of whatsits and gadgets, Lark, you got any more Dalek parts for me? Not today. I got some Cyberman plating if you want it. Yes.
I'm looking for anything. I'm looking for everything and anything.
Let me see what I have. And he's gonna go dig in the back, quite literally. So roll me 3D100.
Me?
Yes.
Well, 3D 100.
Yes. Also, I'm sorry if
Okay.
this guy is loud.
He's fun.
Are you okay, Antonio? Are you okay, Fandom?
Yeah, I'm sorry I've been quiet. I'm just like, my brain is like in so many places tonight.
Understandable. This is an area I've been working on for a while, so.
I got a 12, 26, and a 10.
Well, let me think here. I got this, as he puts a bar down.
A what?
That's a metal bar. This
is like-
is bright steel. Guaranteed to be, nominally safe and not radioactive whatsoever. Well, within safe levels of radiation.
Jonathan just inspects the gold bar, or not gold bar. It's not gold bar.
It
He
looks
just
like
expects the metal
steel,
bar.
but a lot shinier. That stuff's made of meteorites, and it's guaranteed to, well, rig anything you got for space. Though I only got the bars. Used to have some old panelings off a starship, but had to melt them all down to bars, keeping an entire ship in the back got kind of tedious.
Question: can I, if at all, if Jonathan could acquire the bar, could he ever use that to craft into something for like an upgrade for his
He
his
could craft
gun?
it into plating to increase the robot's AC. Or he could craft
Or
it into
robot's
shield.
AC?
Yeah. This stuff
I-
is let me finish what the guy's saying.
Good.
The stuff is used in weapons grade plating on most aircrafts or spacecraft. It'll take any number of things, but I wouldn't recommend using it for anything higher power than I would say anything higher power than your standard laser shotgun probably will melt right through the damn thing. Of course, this is the cheaper of the options I got of stuff that can be used for plating materials. Unless, of course, you're looking for electronical doodads, if that's more your speed.
Electronical doodads and I guess material. I mean, this should be fine.
Mm.
I could definitely use this.
Oh, my next question is, what are you looking for material-wise?
Above table, can he ask for another part to the sonic screwdriver? If he is in any?
I mean, you could show him the crystal.
So Jonathan, out of his bag, he grabs out the sonic screwdriver emitter. He shows it to him. Do you happen to have anything that would belong to something like this?
Nah, but I could know where you'd get some. Oh, it's not exactly the most legal of processes there, Jack, I'm gonna have to ask you to step out. None taken? I know. He walks out. So, can't say this with a time agent buzzing about, but if you go to one of their warehouses and bust in, you can find some parts for those things, but since the initial warehouse of weaponry got shot down, you ain't gonna find parts for that real easy. Now, rumors say you can find stuff like this in old graveyards. Some older ships and older models of things sometimes have some equipment like these. And
Well,
repurpose weapons.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just don't know when you finish. You pause sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm gonna think of how to say things.
Okay.
But now, basically, to like take it out of character, these are like stupidly rare. So what you could do is you could go like pillaging ship graveyards, or you could take the fast route and break into somewhere that break into a warehouse that would have that type of weaponry, and repurpose the weaponry. But one of them is highly dangerous. The other is highly illegal.
Both
Basically, do you want
stealth,
the time travel FBI on your ass, or
oh no?
do you want to do it the quick, or do you want to go through some very difficult dungeons?
Excuse me. The FBI, which would endlessly chase you, versus clearing some dungeons and being done with them. I see some pretty clear
Yeah.
choices to me.
I can give you the coordinates to a graveyard that may have something you're looking for with this regard.
Fair enough. Is there anything else? Do you have any thing else in your wares?
I mean, I got homing devices and stuff.
Do you have any gifts I could give to a lady?
Jonathan looks at it and said, "Homing device. Can you show me?"
I'll pull out some an array of things. These are taken out of old Earth missiles. Not many bounty hunters can time travel, but there's a huge illegal market for these types of things. Now, I'm not going to... No. Basically, I've acquired these over a few misadventures, and you can upgrade onto putting them onto various devices and turning them into homing stuff. However, they work best with projectiles. Stuff like missiles, bullets, arrows.
I'm having a big brain thought. Because he can definitely help Percy, and he can definitely use those on other stuff, such as his
They'd work
bombs.
for darts too if you have blowgun. Some weird, tan motherfucker come in here ask for those all the time.
Fair enough. So how much would it be for this stuff?
Well, the coordinates I'll give you for free because so long as you bring me back something good. Consider it
Okay.
the bounty. Of course,
There's-
you'd have to actually, take an experienced hunter with you.
Wait, there's a
Looking
bounty
over
here?
Lark. Hey, if Lark agrees to be the one who takes it, you can go out on a bounty and try and find the parts your friend here needs. So long as you bring me back any other interesting scrap you find.
Jen's gonna look
have-
over. Could be,
You have a deal, my friend.
dude. If we're gonna go get this bounty, let me take this bounty dude on. If I can clear this bounty without bringing any harm to anybody, come on, put a good word in for Vanguard with me.
Well, firstly, Vanguard's my specific bounty hunting clan, and I suppose I could actually include you on that. I mostly made it so that if I ever regenerate, I won't have to actually worry about. I won't have to worry about anything with that. I'm still gonna keep my license. I just say it's a new member.
Okay. You know, I walked into that building by chance.
That's the funny part about it too. You even picked the name that I use. I haven't used that name since the war, not properly.
I had no idea what I was getting in for. I just thought, if I was on New Earth and if I wanted to, I was taught growing up that you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, This travel around spaceships and stuff, he kind of looks at the guy behind the register. It's like traveling around, basically breaking every international law you can think of. He's still making eye contact with the guy there. It's like I never thought, that's where it ends. I never know if I'm not getting back on that. I might be here for the rest of my life. If I am and ever stuck in this area, I'd like something to run with.
I mean, for time travelers, New Earth is a fine rest stop, especially in the future. After this place's end, it all turns into a bit of cosmic chaos, if I'm honest. But, like I said, Lark will actually be signing. Lark is willing to endorse you as they're over signing some paperwork. So you can probably just ask them when you want to go for this. Now, finally, and this is the thing I'm most proud of that I've been working on, is this. As he pulls up this massive slab of metal. Bangs on it. This is a Dalekanium plate. Made it by melting down Dalek corpses. I'll take a blast from down near anything, but it weighs a ton.
Jonathan will attempt to lift it up to test its weight.
Not lift it.
I can't lift it.
Surprised that this guy was able to lift it. I wouldn't try that. It weighs something like 500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Cybernetic augmentations are fun, aren't they? Because he just flexes his metal arm.
Jesus. Maybe Jonathan ought to get himself some metal arms.
Yeah, you tend to blow them off when working on experimental tech. That's how I lost my mechanical license. So,
I won't be able to carry that thing around, but the other stuff I believe I can.
yeah. But if you're looking for something that you can use as quick cover, or as a good shielding to protect something, this plate would be what you'd be wanting.
Jin's like, bro, take the plate because a deployable barrier is going to be useful when we're under bullet fire. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think I can stop a bullet, buddy.
Is that okay? So, question: that plate, is it still the 500-pound plate?
It is.
So how are we supposed to carry that?
You have a daughter. Use
I
it.
was gonna say she goes over and tests it, lifts it with a finger.
Whoa. Oh, okay. So Chloe just lifts it up. Okay.
Dude, above table, it took until this moment to realize, yeah, this is for your kid. This is for your automata.
You know, if you want me to outfit your android there with just the plating, leave her with me for a couple of days and I can do that. Plating would be a hell of a lot, would make her a hell of a lot slower, but you need something that can take damn near anything. Oh, I wouldn't actually fight Daleks with it. Dalekanium can't even stop shots from their own blasts. They're honestly quite dodgy mechanics.
That's fair.
Basically,
So I can consider. Okay, so above table, I can consider giving Chloe a big, this metal sheet of armor.
basically
It'll
this would
slow down
replace
her
her
speed.
skin and would change her skin tone a bit. But what this would do is it would basically turn her into a walking tank. Bullets, laser fire. She'll pretty much anything out short of a Dalek will bounce off of her. The only
So-
downside is it halves her movement speed from like 30 to 15.
I think like the only thing that I had question about is like if it slows down her speed, wouldn't she not be able to lift it up as the way she did?
So basically, it slows down her speed. If it's on her, lifting it is no problem. She has the mechanics to lift it. It's just a matter of if her entire body was covered in this. This is one plate, which one plate is about the size of like. This is like a sheet of it, like a 5 foot by 5 foot, like it looks
So
like
it's
it's
enough
built
to-
for the size of a ship's hull. Basically, is what this guy is holding up. What Chloe would take would be a lot different.
Okay. Okay, so I would be able to cover Chloe's entire body with it.
Or you could go with, basically, I'll have the guy explain it further, but basically you coat the body with it, or part of it, and that part of the body can pretty much take a hit, no matter what that hit is. Now, I can offer you a lighter option that won't defend against laser fire, but regular ballistics will bounce right off, which is the bright steel.
Honestly, making the 500-pound plate into a shield, just a deployable shield, actually sounds like a really good idea.
Okay, but how are we supposed to carry that, dude? Wait, I'm
Chloe
not there.
can carry it, but she can only
Chloe
shield
can carry.
herself with it.
Your love's dead.
Basically, it'd be like Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I was just thinking, this is a bit above table, and this is directed at Jonathan. So you were talking about the No Maidens meme a minute ago, or a little while ago, right?
Yeah.
You know who does have a maiden?
Who?
Fucking Jin's got a maiden, bitch.
I'm confused.
Who do you think Death is?
Oh.
Like, think Dark Souls lore. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
No maidens?
I mean, an alternative idea if you wanted to go with something lighter, you could coat the chest in one and the extremities in bright steel, so that way there's less of a chance of you losing her to, like, her power core failing. Basically, I'm saying is these metals, Dalekanium is a +4 to AC, the bright steel is a +2. Basically, regardless, you can plate her with this stuff, and she will make a good distraction for, like, she'll be able to take most things. Alternatively, you can upgrade her strength and other stuff. Like, there are more upgrades you can spec into to give her the ability to actually run around with this stuff.
Yeah.
As she is, it will just cause the system a lot of strain. I mean, if you want to upgrade her to take the plates with no problem like she would now, I could also show you how to do that.
Alright, fair enough. Let's do it.
Alright. You stay with me for a few hours. Lark, you got your paperwork. Go turn that in. And the rest of you know, come back for your friend in about 2 hours. And while that's going on, let's switch over to Percy. Because
Hi!
Antonio and Jen have been let loose.
Huh?
They've been let loose on the town with no supervision. Jonathan is
Oh.
at the shop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So Percy, you go chasing after this person for a little while.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes,
Was Jonathan able to pay for all of this?
he was.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's the thing. You were able to pay for it, yes.
Okay.
1 second before we go to Percy, I wanted to say, can I say we got like a cell phone here, and if Percy didn't already get one, I was gonna give them one.
Yeah, you guys can easily get a cell phone off of this guy.
Alright.
He actually gets very excited when he shows you what he calls a time dial, which is basically a cell phone that works regardless of what time period you're in. It will always have signal, provided another time dial exists.
Jin looks at his own phone and looks at the time dial, and he's like, I'm keeping my phone, but I'm gonna get Percy this thing.
That's fair. To be fair, I could also upgrade yours to have the same mechanics. It just requires modifying the SIM card. Just,
data-
don't expect it to use a normal carrier ever again.
The data
Actually,
inside
it's a free cell phone service. No bills ever again.
Jin just kind of hands him his phone right then and there. Alright. I'll call that. Go ahead and you can lead on with the other characters. I just wanted to get the phone out of the way.
So, Percy, you've been chasing this guy for a while. Roll me a D100.
Oh, a D100, you say?
Yeah.
Heck, that's the two weird ones, right?
Yeah. Alternatively, I can roll one for you on roll 20.
I don't trust roll 20.
There.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Ah.
You don't run into, You don't run into that, but you run into an old man.
I'm confused.
It's an old man, looks like a magician's costume. And when you almost bump into him on your crusade, he just goes, sorry, Percy, hold on, I gotta get somewhere, and he just dashes past you. You've never met him before in your life.
He just blinks. Wait, what?
Are you going to give chase to him or continue chasing Cameron?
Brother!
Okay then.
Because out of character,
Chasing
I've
Cameron.
heard. I don't remember anything about an old man in a magician's costume outside of the mast. Fuck, that's who that was, wasn't it?
I'll let you roll a history check after you get about like 30 feet away. See if you can remember who that was.
Okay.
Roll me another D100 though.
Alright, so the history check is a 5. I don't think that's gonna work.
No, you've got no idea.
That's worse!
So, roll me another D100.
There's so many.
Can I just roll like a survival instead?
Sure.
Because I was gonna say, I know how to track.
Fine, roll survival. I'm just saying if you encountered him or if he disappeared again.
Oh boy. That's a really good roll. 38.
So you did manage to track down Cameron. And wait, it is indeed Cameron. What the fuck?
No, there's just like an immediate like audible what the fuck?
Knight's not with him though. He has K9 with him though.
Cameron?
He looks at you, has a look of oh shit, and runs.
And running after him. Hey, get back here!
He is just gonna keep going.
Can I tackle him?
If you turn into Puppo to catch up, sure, he's a lot faster than you remember.
Oh boy. Oh boy! I mean, at least I have a better speed like this!
Yeah. So, you begin chasing him as Puppo. I'd like you to roll me just a combat maneuver to tackle.
Or actually, I believe wolves have a bonus to their trip, don't they?
Possibly if you want to look at the stats, you use the direwolf stat block.
Yeah, hold on, let me just look it up. Wait, I used to does that mean I'm a large creature? Or...
You're still a medium.
Okay. So a medium dire wolf.
Yep.
Let's see, Okay, no. What I was thinking is that the bite attack gives you a trip.
Oh.
But so, you see it said a CMB?
Yeah.
Alright, so 12 plus 5... 18?
Puppo successfully lands on top of him.
And tackled.
The trouble is, if you turn back now...
I'm not doing that. He just thinks like, he just has that look of like, wait, I didn't think this through.
Yep. So all I'm imagining is just Percy just at Cameron.
Yeah! He's kind of stares at me. Actually looks a little hurt that he ran. Just
He also
whines.
doesn't. He's also really cold.
He just whines and pins his ears back.
He just says nothing and just kind of lays there.
The question is, can K9 speak dog?
K9 just looks over and just goes, "Hello, Master Percy. It has been a long time."
He's going to go back. Yes, it has. What are you guys doing here?
We are procuring replacement parts.
Replacement parts? Did you get damaged, or?
I'm not allowed to answer that question, Master Percy. You are not allowed to know yet.
What? I would.
We are from your future. It is well advised that you leave us alone until you know what you need to know.
He just looks down at Cameron. And just.
Yeah, sorry. I'd recommend you, like does like a gesture of like, go.
He'd pin his ears back and. He just kind of run off.
We'll figure it out one day. He will go sauntering off.
He's just gonna whimper and just go find his clothes.
So are you running in any particular direction, or are you just, like, after you find your clothes, just like running wildly.
I don't know. I think Percy's actually a little bit upset at that.
So he's just gonna run around, just Puppo for a bit to cool down.
Probably.
Roll me another encounter roll, and I'll switch back to the others for a bit.
Swag.
30.
So, you run face first into the TARDIS, except it's not where you parked it.
He looks very confused.
So, with the rest of the party, Jonathan, it takes you a few hours, but you do eventually learn how to upgrade some of Chloe's parts to take something, to take a heavier armor. But you still lack them, but you don't have enough material for what you need to do. Basically, you would have the funds to do an upgrade of this variety, which would up Chloe's strength score, but you're gonna have to, we'll have to work this out after session.
Okay.
Hey, so like, Lark's hanging out with us now again, right? And this is the other Lark?
Yeah.
We can go ahead and upgrade. Yeah, I would like to upgrade Chloe at some point with strength or something.
Alright. You can do it now, where you guys can wait a bit.
Where are
We
we
can at
trying
least
to?
get the homing stuff.
Where are we trying to head off to?
Well, Percy's missing right now, but you guys do have the option to go explore a ship graveyard.
Okay, do we
You
know
can
if
find some
Percy's
parts
fine
of
or
the
not?
Sonic
Though
screwdriver.
is Percy in danger?
You guys want to know that?
Lark will shrug and go, I don't know. I mean, this district is usually pretty safe. Almost everyone around here carries a weapon. It's not like they're gonna get kidnapped or something. I suppose if they wander into the back alleys, maybe, but...
I don't think Percy would do that. I guess we can go to the graveyards.
He might if he were chasing his brother.
Yeah, I think you should probably find him first. But... I do got a question for you. Do you want to just go to that graveyard, or do you want to go to the ones that I've got scoped out?
Go to the ones you were scoping out. You have more intel on them, and it's easier to get through them with extra information.
There. So my next question is, do you guys want to see what a TARDIS graveyard is like?
Yes!
Oh goodness.
You might find parts for your screwdriver at a TARDIS graveyard.
I don't know about that, but I mean,
That thing, nah, that's not tech like what we'd use, but you might find some old war tech that might be helpful with stuff. I can't guarantee it'll still work, but...
you know what? I'm willing to go with whatever we want. Going straight up adventures here.
No. I will warn you, the TARDIS graveyard's not guaranteed to be free of any, inhabitants. Time tends to get really screwy around them, so, you might end up fighting some things that you've never seen before. Basically, TARDIS graveyards are like the Bloodborne Chalice dungeon. It will summon 3 enemies of various types, which are considered bosses. You'll have to eliminate each boss in order to find what you're looking for.
Oh.
Now, this can be anything from a ghost that's haunting the place, to Daleks that have been left since the war, to other scavengers that have decided to come in, such as cybers or differing things.
I'm ready to deal with all 3 of the above. At the same time, too.
So is Chloe with us? I
Chloe's
don't
with
think
us.
I don't think I've ever thought about bringing Chloe with us, but I guess we can just do that. They can definitely help out.
So, I'm going to switch back to Percy.
Okay.
So you're standing in front of this thing and you're very confused.
He's going to sniff.
It smells normal. Smells older.
Older.
Yeah, older.
He's just gonna circle it a bit, seeming very confused. Because, out of character, you did see the thing I sent you, right?
Yeah, the thing you sent has no credence to the situation whatsoever. So you'd sit there, you'd sniff, and you'd snuff, and you'd ponder. And then you just feel a hand pet you.
He looks up.
It is the same old guy in the magician cloak.
He looks very confused. Can I roll again?
You can roll the sniff snuff, yeah.
Well, no. Can I roll the history check?
Sure.
If it's the
You can roll history and sniff snuff.
all right, so that's a flat 20 for history, and for sniff snuff, that is a 27.
So between the two, he kind of matches the description of the guy that Jin was talking about, who ended up asking him to go into the TARDIS.
Oh. He just tilts his head, looking very
He just kind of smiles,
confused.
gives another head pat.
He just
pulls out the key.
he just goes, "Can you understand me?"
Well, I can, but it's rude to just assume that you're willing to talk to me right now.
Are you the one that Jin talked to?
Yes,
Wait a minute.
I am.
Out of character, does this mean who I think it is? Would he be able to put that together?
Not yet.
He just looks confused. What is she doing here then? Or what are you? How did you? What?
That's a question for the future, I'm afraid. Though,
You are the second
if you do
person.
need me, remind Jin to give Clara a call, alright?
Will
I
do, but
have
you are
to go.
literally the second person who said that today.
I have to go. And he'll actually step in. He'll actually walk over to the box. Snap his fingers and the doors will open. And then kind of close it behind him.
He's just gonna watch.
And you actually get to see the TARDIS disappear for the first time in a while. So that's what it looks like.
Jen's like, what the
By
hell?
the way, the rest of the party is within auditory hearing distance of the TARDIS disappearing.
Yeah, what is happening right now? Jen is like rushing towards the location of the sound.
Can I hear the running footsteps? If so, I'm going to
Yes, you
hide.
can.
Jin is gonna be extremely fucking loud too on his way over there. He's hollering. He's like, "Hey, stop that machine!"
So,
First, he's
it
gonna
would actually
hide.
Stop mid thing.
Wait, it stopped. It actually listened to me. What?
It stops mid disappearance. But then disappears.
Oh, god damn it!
Almost
She
like
is a
there was
cheeky
a
fuck.
secondary moment of pause of should I? But then nah.
Jen's gonna run over to the spot where there's clearly like an empty space where something used to be here.
Yep.
He's gonna start like moving around where the ground was. He's like trying to dig it up.
Everyone else, the TARDIS just disappeared on you guys.
So we lost it?
We just got
You don't know.
TARDIS
You
robbed.
saw it disappear. Same blue box.
We just got robbed. We just got robbed. They took my wife. They took my wife. He's digging through the ground.
Trying
Well,
to dig at the cement.
looks like we're stuck here, guys. Might as well make the best of it.
Somebody give me a lighter and torch right now. I'm setting this entire place on fire.
Did you roll stealth, Percy?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a moment.
Apologies, I have to fuck with your guys' heads a little bit.
You are fine?
No, I'm having fun.
Just,
I was just playing it.
No, I'm worried.
What?
Look at Miles' status.
Whose status? Wait, is this like outside group stuff?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
My bad. Y'all need a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need a moment.
No worries.
So, Clark would kind of come around the corner and just be like, "What's going on?"
Jin says the box, it's gone. Somebody must have activated it, and I don't know where Percy is.
Is that your
I don't-
box over there, gesturing down the alleyway, where the TARDIS is still parked?
He's looking at the ground and then looks back at the box over there. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get an earful for this.
I mean, he'll pull out a thing. Says your TARDIS took off and landed here, but, says, your doesn't line up with the one that you've got, though.
It was another TARDIS. I thought we were stranded. I didn't know what had happened. I just heard magic box sounds coming from over here, and I just assumed the worst, you know? Like, how many people in this world can have a magic blue flying box?
Clark just tosses the ball that they like, out of their pocket. It shifts and turns into the blue box. Then turns into a motorcycle. Then turns into a person. And then the person waves.
Can I
And then
give
he
the
just
person
gives
a
you a
hug?
deadpan stare.
Can I give the person a hug?
Yes.
I go up and I hug the person that I've never met, but it's clearly, one of the good guys, and he just says, "Stay golden."
Mister, should I? Jarvis, for the last time, don't call me that. Secondarily, he's fine. But what is he doing?
He lets him go, and he looks like he just found a long lost brother. He's like, "I'm so glad to see you."
I'm just going to. As he just turns back into the ball and goes back to lure. Just rolls
No.
away.
No, come back. Jack, why is the ball fleeing from me?
Jack just goes. Because Jarvis is honestly kind of shy. We're still working on him.
You named it Jarvis?
Lark just goes. What? I like Marvel. Also, he's kind of a worrywart and just reminds me way too much of Jarvis.
You know what, that's fair. Can we name our TARDIS Bon Qui Qui?
I think yours already has a name.
Wait, she does?
Yeah, from what Lark goes, yeah, from the vibe I get, it's sexy, but I don't think that's actually its name.
I mean, that's what I call it.
Hey, Jack says, oh, you're not the only one.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
There's an entire episode with that, and it's the funniest shit ever.
I want to see that. What is that episode?
That's an 11th Doctor episode where the TARDIS becomes a person for a while. I could go look that up. It's a really good episode.
Do get it for me, so I have at least one episode of Doctor Who to base my headcanon off, and I want it to be related to the TARDIS's appearance. But the
I
only
could
thing
legit just find what episode it is and just like stream it at some point using
Like,
the DVD.
yeah,
player.
I would watch one episode of that just to give me one insightful headcanon in a Doctor Who, a guy who's not watched any episodes. I only ever saw one episode of Doctor Who, and it was the older ones, and it was because it came on satellite TV really, really late at night, but it was like the only interesting thing on TV, so I sat and watched it, and I liked it. But it was just a one-off episode. I couldn't find more, and you'd be hard-pressed to find more episodes like it on the internet anywhere.
Especially classic. BBC is particularly protective of it for no like particular reason.
So, like, that
Like-
one episode's the only thing I ever saw. And I hardly
Honestly,
remember it.
since Percy's having having time,
Yeah. That's
I
what
can't stream it in here, but you guys just want to start
Yes.
maybe end it here and start a call and just watch an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah, as long as we footnote it that Percy is hiding, a TARDIS disappeared, and Jack. Yeah, that's enough right there.
Yeah.
That's enough right there.
Jack is just Jack.
Yeah. I'm down for one episode.
Percy, you still here? Nix? Can we actually stream it into BT? Would it count as...
It
No,
would count.
'cause-
It would be a problem. We need to go to a private call for sure. Derpy would be mad at us.
Alright. I will add everybody in here